Just came down the escalator from the district at Resorts World and heading toward the Vegas Loop. There was a QR code on the sign that said the ride's $150. So that's very reasonable. Here's the station. Ooh, tunnel segments. That's awesome. And there's the fleet of Teslas. Well, there's 5. But it looks like you scan for tickets. It tells you where you're going, which is to the convention center. I think I gotta do this. But here's the station, Resorts World, Vegas Loop Station. Yeah, so this is the ride from Resorts World to the Riviera Station at the convention center, but it is a big loop, so you can just continue to the west, to central, or to south, and then it turns back around. This is obviously going to expand to Encore at some point, and then other parts of the strip, but the functioning parts now, the farthest you can go is Resorts World to the South Station. And this leg costs $1.50. They're not charging today for whatever reason, but a very reasonable price. I assume once things are up and going, they got to charge a little bit more because they got to pay for all this because we're paying for it. So this is the Riviera Station, which is kind of the closest one to Fontainebleau. You can see Resorts World across the street, Encore, and this is the convention center. So it's a quick ride, smooth, friendly driver. That's very helpful. I hope I have tip money because I only really carry hundreds. Yeah. I know you gotta make a living too. But probably not throw you 100. Well, maybe it could be your lucky day. You never know. Like you gotta have a story to tell. So now, oh yeah, the crazy drivers over here at the auto show thing are happening. It's usually not as loud at this stop, but this is the West Station, and in theory you could just keep going.
You want to go to Central?
Sure. Oh, so you go through the station to get to this other, the down ramp over here. Oh, this is, and they're coming from Central. Okay. Yeah, it's strange because you just see all these Teslas disappearing underground. Pop back up. It's called porpoising, I think, when they pop up.
Yeah, like a turtle.
That's cool. So you can see how we're not that far from Resorts World, so it's a minute and a half, 2-minute ride, depending on if the light's red or green. So this one's green because it's not bi-directional, so it's always going to be green.
Yeah. This is the amusement park ride.
Is that exposed rock? They just painted the rock. That's cool.
Painted it,
Nice. That gives it kind of a Disneyland feel.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, dude, you're good. That would freak me out. There's not a lot of room on the side, so you gotta have a certain amount of confidence.
So the diameter is 12 feet.
Oh, so there's, okay.
So there's about a...
It looks narrower than it is.
It's about a 9-foot drive surface.
So you definitely have room for the big seagull doors to go up.
Yeah.
If you need to, or to get out, or just stroll to the exit if you need to. People that have concerns about safety have not read the safety documents. I didn't, memorize them or anything, but it's all pretty intuitive. It's just tunnels. So if somebody gets stalled, they just stop everybody and you just stroll out, or.
We'll have to back out.
Oh, now this is the fancy station with all the neon. This was the first one that opened. Definitely has a little more pizzazz to it. All right, thank you. So we just left. This is the West
Correct. Yeah,
Station.
this is West Station.
All right. It's not usually as screechy, but this
Correct.
car show is, man alive. They're burning through some tires over there.
They are.
These guys that are standing out at the station have to listen to that.
You can see the rubber blowing across the road.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, you
It's crazy.
Yeah. So we're running along the convention center before the entrance to the tunnel
Right.
to Resorts World. There's just one tunnel at this point, but the other one's going to be built, I think, going
Correct.
the other direction.
Yes.
Cool.
So it'll be a full loop around, which will keep you inside the loop. It's just this is the first section that's done, so we have to come across on this road to get to it.
I got you. So there's a little surface action before you go
Yeah, for
underground.
right now. Yes.
And these cars are waiting for cars to come in the other direction, but that's a temporary situation.
Yes.
So that's done. So I think next is Encore, and the have all the blueprints and everything for that on my site if you want to check that out. So now the light is green. That is the system. It's red light, green light. Just like when they monitor comp drinks in casinos. You can't go until it's green. Back in the tunnel. So at the moment we're under Las Vegas Boulevard. We're probably across at this point. But the ride is smooth. The air conditioning works. Driver's friendly. That's all you really need. Get you where you're going to Resorts World and over to the convention center. So this is the Resorts World station. You have to go into the district to get here. The district is their little shopping restaurant area. There was 0 wait on either side, so that's cool. This is probably not the biggest convention they're gonna have, but it's running pretty smoothly today. First day of operation, so that's great to see. So this is the Vegas Loop ramp at Resorts World. Hopefully you've seen pictures of the station. And leaving the Resorts World station, you could hit a red light because cars are coming the other way. Here it is in context. Oh look, they got a Vegas Loop QR code on the side of the building. Nice. Then you got your Fontainebleau. Oh, Tesla. It's all Teslas. So the light is red going in the direction of the convention center, and it's green coming in this direction. It is a bi-directional tunnel. So these folks wait 30 seconds to make their 1.5-minute drive to the convention center. And so there's Resorts World, Fontainebleau, Ross Dress for Less, Peppermill, Tacos El Gordo. Not really too far from the convention center, but for $1.50, it's a decent price to get to ride in a Tesla.